Sweet. All right. So Minish Cap is known in the Zelda community as not having too many glitches, but we're still gonna have a mini glitch exhibition. So the credits are the exact same one side from the other, so you're really not missing anything. Oh wait, actually, first thing. So this one's not a glitch, but people still don't know it, which surprises me. If you hold the L button, which is the Y on the GameCube controller if you're using a Game Boy player, and then you press left or right, Link actually moves. And it's one of the only Zelda games where it does that. It's pretty cool. I like it, and I'm still selecting the wrong file. Okay, so a couple of things to show off first. We'll start with the less cool ones and go from there. So this one's really interesting. If you have a charm, which is either Furore near you or Din's charm, I chose near you, and you go in this house specifically, and you use it, Link turns orange. And we don't know why, but it just happens. And then if you exit, he'll be blue, and then he'll still be blue when you come back in. We're still not sure why it happens, but it's pretty cool. It doesn't have that many uses, though. It actually has 0. So we spoke about the Ocarina glitch. Now, it stops most things, so like all the actors stop, which are these guys and, you know, the stewardess. And if we try to use items as well, they're gonna stop as well. So we can just start drawing pictures, and we'll do this for, oh, I actually have it on A, so if I talk to someone, the game's gonna stop block, so I need to make sure I don't do that. So we'll just start playing around here. And you can see their shadows are disappearing, and the little boy who was in the top left close to the door is gone, and now Link is gone. And, alright, the maid is going. I think that's enough. And if you play the Ocarina, everything goes back to normal, except we have like 100 things that go. It's pretty great. It's another use of the Ocarina glitch. Yeah. Wait, sorry? Alright, so we'll head back to Temple of Droplets for 2 reasons. First of all, to show off a thing, and then to explain another quirk of the Ocarina glitch, I guess. Why am I using boost there? So we'll just swim there fast. These files, they were my 100% practice files. I had to sort of get a few things, so I guess I can't be using them for practice anymore, but I'll survive without them. So I'm going to do the same Ocarina glitch that we did in any percent, which is the classic going here. And this room, everything turns black because that's how it should be, and as though it tells you. Now if you go to the room to the bottom, there's like a beam of light that happens, and that's glitched out as well. Now if we go back up here, the roles are sort of reversed. So now Link is black, and everything else around is white, and it's like that for every black room. And if we go back to normal, you can see like the fade out of Link becoming Link again instead of a blob. So that's that. So Ocarina glitch can walk on water. One thing I didn't mention though is when you roll, it sort of takes the state of the floor tile that you roll on. So if I roll on ice, for example, I now have ice physics, except I have ice physics everywhere. So I can just like slide around like this, and it's a little silly. Now it doesn't go from room to room, so if I were to go to the left, I would just be underwater. So I won't show that off. But if I do swim, I try to roll, I swim instead. Now I'm sort of stuck in the water. Even if I try to get out, Link is just swimming through where he would normally be able to stand. Luckily you can get through, or you can get past it by using the lily pad, and then just, oops, go back to using ice physics. And it's great. Next up, going to deeper shrines. Oops. So 2 things to show off. Actually, oh yeah, 2 things to show off here. First of all, I need the Ocarina glitch again. Actually, wait. Before we... no, never mind. Ocarina glitch, yes. So normally you wouldn't have the Ocarina here, obviously, but we can still show off a few things. This glitch is actually fairly new. Pretty much everything I'm showing is either found by either Toeswoot, who's the current world record holder, or Pika. There's 4 numbers after his name. I completely forget what they are, but they're the #1 glitch hunters. So these are the pillars, and you can actually grab them from the side, which normally you wouldn't be able to do. And Link teleports. That's pretty funny. Unless you're clipped into the pillar, then oops, like that. Then oh, I screwed that up. Link doesn't teleport. I'll just do that again because there's a couple of cool things you can do with that. Oops, need to move this guy. If you don't move this, then the game will just soft lock. When Link tries to push it, he'll just be stuck inside the statue, pushing it infinitely. Okay, don't screw it up this time. Alright, so you can hold statues, Link teleports. You can't push them because it goes into a wall, but you can pull them, and they get destroyed, and then they respawn. And that's not used anywhere in the game, so we don't know why it's a thing, but it is. So, and there are Link's inside the statue, so he doesn't move. And if I can grab it like that, you can do it against other statues as well. And it looks a bit silly. And that is that for the statues. So this is a file where I beat... I'm losing the name. Fortress of Winds, wow, the third dungeon. So I have the Ocarina, I have, you know, the Kimapachi, I have stuff like that. But I don't have the flippers. And as I mentioned earlier in Temple of Droplets, if I go to a room where the first tile Link is standing on, it's going to take that tile. So if I go to the next room, I don't have the flippers, I can't swim, and Link is just going to keep on drowning like that. And it's a soft lock, you can't do anything about it. That is my favorite glitch in the game. So you can leave it there for a while, but I have a few other things to show off. We're going to Cave of Flames next. Yes. Alright, so there's a way to set up this next glitch so it doesn't soft lock the game, but it takes an extra minute, so I'm just going to show you guys the way that it does soft lock. If you remember in Dark Carol Castle, we used the Ocarina glitch to jump over doors, and we're sort of going to do the same thing here. I need the cape, if I can remember that. Actually, okay, I'm going to try to do a thing first. Oh, I did it. Okay, so this is milk glitch. You can do the same thing with the Ocarina, as with a full bottle of milk, and Link's sprite just gets a little messed up until you roll. So that's pretty great. It is frame perfect, so I tried it there just to see if I could get it, but I've actually been on fire with my Ocarina glitches. So, Ocarina glitch over there, we can still roll under doors. If you roll in the first room that the Ocarina glitch is done, the game soft locks, or if you jump off of a cliff, for example. So this is going to soft lock the game, but this is called the super jump, and you can jump really, really high. And now the game soft locks because I didn't set it up properly, but oops, I didn't save in Cave of Flames. There's one more thing to show off. Oh well, oops, wrong file. Yeah, it's a funny glitch. I like it. What's next? Okay. So back to Cave of Flames, I forgot to save there. This next glitch, I'll show off 3 different uses. The first one in this room. You can use the Ocarina glitch. I'm actually going to save here as well because I can soft lock, I think. Yes, I can. You can use the Ocarina glitch and then go on a portal. It's not very useful because your movement is hindered. I'm on fire with Ocarina glitches, dude. Your movement is hindered, but we can play the Ocarina. The Ocarina glitch is no longer activated, but I can't move. If I try to move, I'll jump off and then I'll be back to normal. But we can use items, and we can use the Gust Jar to move around. Oops. You have to press the R button at the same time. It's a bit awkward. So we'll just go this way. Also, I have to be careful here because if I hit one of these guys, then the game also soft locks, but I didn't, so we're good. So here we can just climb the stairs and go up. And that's another soft lock. Link's gone. He's not coming back. Graveyard. 2 to 3 more, and then we'll be done with that. So I'm gonna try this next one. It is frame perfect, and there's not really setup for it. I'll tell you what it looks like if I mess it up, but I'm not the best at it. So fingers are crossed, because I do want to show it off because it looks cool. That sword on A is unfortunate, but we'll survive. There's actually 2 things in the graveyard, so even if I do mess up the first one, we're not just wasting our time going here. We need this and this. I'm just gonna save here because if I do get this glitch, Is it a soft lock? No, it's not a soft lock. You can still pause. There's an Ezlo trigger right there. That's important for later. So if I wake up this guy, he needs to grab... Oh, I got it first try. Sweet. So Link is now stuck. I can't get out of this. You can pause and save warp, but I actually got it first try. I'm really impressed with myself. Yeah, so that's the glitch. So I already saved, so I can just exit out of there. Now, normally you would come to the graveyard. There's an Ezlo trigger right there that we just jump over because we can. Normally you would not have the Rock's Cape though, so you would be forced to hit that Ezlo trigger. That's important for later. Luckily this path is the same each time, and I had to look it up this morning because I didn't know it by heart. But we do use it in 100%, which I should know because I attempted to run that once. We got it. This way. Okay, so we can get a key from Dompe. When we leave, there's going to be a crow that comes to hit us and steal the key away, but we can save warp out. Which, you know, the game like took that into consideration when they made it, so that there would be a crow that comes to get you as you save back in. But since the Ezlo trigger is still there, the game actually stops and does the Ezlo trigger. And now the buttons are disappeared, but I can still use my items. And that's, you know, normal. So if I exit here and I come back in close to the tree, the crow comes back from the top left, so it takes a while. From the top left, comes back, attacks, and knocks the key into the tree. It's a bit silly. And then the other crow comes back and takes it, and then gets popped back out there. So that is the graveyard glitches. I'm happy I got the genie one. Okay, last two. These are by far my favorites. I'm gonna save here because both of them are soft locks. A lot of the glitches in this game are soft locks, which is unfortunate, but a lot of them do look cool, so at least we do get to show them off every once in a while. So same idea as we did in Cave of Flames, yes. If we use the ocarina on... Oops. You can just press R and the button at the same time. If we use the ocarina on, or ocarina items on a portal, we can just go around. If we get too close to the portal, we'll actually shrink back, so I just need to be careful and make my way around it safely. So we're just going to travel a bit. It's not the fastest form of movement, but it gets us around. We can't use boots. Link actually starts running, but he doesn't go anywhere, so this is the only way we can move. So I did mention that... also, I slash my sword because that's the direction I'll be going next, so I slash my sword down so I can go up. I did mention if I start moving, Link is going to jump off, and we can actually hit this windmill from here. Windmill tornado from here. And just pay attention to what Ezzo looks like. It's pretty great. Yeah, and I can't move from here again. So that is that. I'm actually going to take a little longer to set up this next one, I think. Can I do it? No, I won't be able to. Okay, we'll just do it the slower way. So same glitch. There you go. And need that and that. Sword on B. Sword on B, alright. So this time we go the other way. So I'm going to use the Gust Jar, move left, and then I'm going to try to jump left. So we'll see if that... There you go. And now Link is sort of stuck in a weird animation. It gets better. There are the moments. And I'll show off that same thing one last time. This time back in Cave of Flames where we were earlier. It is worth it. And then that'll be it for me, I guess. So same room we were before, where we took the staircase up and never came back down. Oops. Okay, still got it. So we'll go this way, and then nope, we'll go this way. All right. Now, for some reason, it also affects non-link items. If I did it right, yeah, there you go. So the doors and the tracks and the other enemies also get all messed up, and it's just a fun glitch all around. There's not much else you can do with it, but it looks really cool. There's a bunch of other glitches in this game. If you check out either Toadzoot or Pika on YouTube, as I mentioned, they have a bunch of videos and they're all really cool. But that is it for me, guys. Thank you for watching, and yeah, that's about it. We raised 3.4K dollars. Okay.